What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Michael here with you once again, and we have got a load of information to cover plus a giveaway. So buckle up, we're gonna be moving fast through all this information. But first, you know the drill. If you love all things disc golf entertainment, be sure to subscribe down below and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the fun heading your way soon. Let's talk about the giveaway. I'll give you a little preview. We'll share the rest of the information toward the end, but I have got a Paul McBeth four-time world champion Ti Undertaker that needs a new home. Find out how you can get your chance at winning this disc at the end of the video. Let's move in to discs. I've had a load of questions from beginners about disc types that they need for starting their journey into disc golf. There's many different disc types. There's different flight patterns, stabilities. If you need information on that, be sure to hit up my disc golf terminology video. But we're gonna cover discs and what you should consider as a beginner when purchasing your first few discs. So let's talk about discs. There are two different types of discs that every disc golf company produces. You've got discs that are baseline plastic, and you've got discs that are made from premium plastic. Baseline plastic, it's cheaper to produce, so you can buy a lot of discs at a baseline plastic. They have lower durability, but it allows you to have a little bit more tack in the hand. So for most players, they're going to be considering baseline plastic for their putting putters and some of their mid-ranges. They beat in a little bit faster due to that lower durability, but that shouldn't be much of a problem when you're really just putting and throwing your mid-ranges. With the lower durability and some of that lower stability, it allows easier lines to be worked. It allows for you to have lower arm speed to actually get the disc to fly its intended pattern. So I like for a lot of beginners to start off with some baseline plastics in some of the mid-ranges and that sort of thing, and get used to having putters in your baseline plastic. They're typically more tacky than some of the premium plastics, which allows for obviously better grip and more accuracy on your putting. For Discraft, every disc golf company has got their own variations of baseline plastics. But for Discraft, you've got your Pro D plastic, which is kind of just like that run-of-the-mill, kind of the classic, almost like the Frisbee material that you get when you're just using a regular Frisbee. It's got a decent amount of tackiness, but is probably the most slick out of the baseline plastics because of its firmness. Then you've got blended plastic for Discraft. That's a jawbreaker blend. It kind of mixes like a rubberized plastic with some of the baseline plastic, so they're a bit more grippy, and they're a little bit more flexible. Then finally, most companies have soft plastics. So these are really malleable. You can just wiggle them in the air. They're so malleable. But they're really, really, really grippy. A lot of people like those for their approach putters and some of their approach mid-ranges. They are grabbing the ground when they're hitting it, so they don't get a whole lot of skipping action. So it's great for players that don't want any ground play. They want their disc to get up and land near the basket and be gripping as soon as it makes contact. Some people prefer that, some people prefer the ground play. Now into premium plastics. There are loads of kinds of premium plastics. You've got every disc golf company has all of their own variations. Most of them fit within some of the similar categories. For Discraft, their Z plastic is some of their most firm plastic. It's typically you can kind of see through them. They're a little bit more slick, but they're much more durable in their design. So they're gonna last longer. You can hit tree after tree after tree, and they're gonna last much longer than a baseline plastic. So whereas they cost a little bit more to produce and they cost a little bit more for the consumer, they last a whole lot longer than the baseline plastic. So that's definitely a plus side for some of these discs. Then sometimes you've got like blended plastics. So for the Ti, for the instance, it's a blend of multiple plastics. It's a little bit less rigid than some of the Zs. Then you've got an ESP, which you've got ESP for Discraft, then you've got like Star and Fusion for like the dynamic stuff. So they're just the same as some of the Z plastics. They're much more durable. They provide just a little bit more grip, which is great for the player on some of those big drivers, so they're not slipping out of your hand, getting away from you or anything like that. So the biggest thing that you can do is find a disc golf retailer that's close by, get your hands on some of these discs, and allow yourself to feel what you're most comfortable with. So Discraft has got like Z Flex, they've got ESPs, they've got Zs, all these different types of plastics that are very durable, but they have different rigidity standards. So find what feels best in your hand and give that a go. Now, for all of you beginners, for you guys looking for those first discs to add into your bag, this is one of my biggest suggestions. Start with mid-ranges and putters. Understable mids like the Buzz SS are great additions to your bag. They're very neutral in their flight and they'll help you get more distance. The big thing that hurts a lot of beginners is starting off with something really overstable that really big arms are used to throwing, and so you watch those on TV and they go really far, but your arm speed won't be the same as theirs starting off. So find the discs that will help you throw straight lines to begin with. So Buzz SS, Buzz can work as well. Start in the mids and putters. That's going to be your ticket to throwing further as a beginner. So top discs that you should be able to try as you're building your bag. You can start with something like very neutral, like the Challenger SS, the Roach, or the Luna. Those are great discs that you can start with that vary in their stability. You can find the one that feels the best for you and start with that with your putters. For mid-ranges, the Buzz SS is a great addition for all beginners. The Buzz is a little bit more stable, but still a pretty neutral flyer. And then for drivers, the Heat and the Avenger SS are great additions. They don't require a load of speed. They're fairly understable to give you some more of that straight flight and longer distances as a beginner. So keep that in mind for the next time that you're going to purchase your discs, and hopefully you'll find that helpful. Now on to the good stuff. The Paul McBeth, 4-time world champion Ti Undertaker, is needing a new home, and all you have to do to be entered to win is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and comment down below what is your favorite disc. Discraft or not, I want to know. So that's all you got to do. I'll pick a winner Monday, October 19th, and I'll be sending this bad boy, hopefully, to you. Best of luck, and I will catch you next time. See ya.